whenever you're ready.
Okay. Good afternoon. This reader's theater is about a girl named Paula, who I play.
America will be played by me.
These friends will have an argument about whether it's right to dissect the frogs in science class or not.
This is a question that many have wondered about, so these friends are the first to debate this.
So now, human beings, the author of this piece is unknown.
Are you ready for the big biology experiment?
No,
Me either. Cutting up a dead frog is not exactly my idea of a good time.
that's for sure.
Well, let's go get it over with.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll see you later.
What about you?
I'm not going.
Why not? Are you sick?
No, I'm just not going to biology today.
You're cutting class?
I'm going to go and sit in the library.
You can't. This class is required. You'll get an incomplete for the semester.
I know. I've decided to take the incomplete rather than dissect the frog.
It won't be that bad. My sister did it last year, and she said except for the smell, it wasn't as awful as people says it is. If my sister can do it without getting sick, you'll be able to do it.
I don't want to do it. I think it's wrong. Why should all those frogs be killed just so we can cut them open? I'm capable of learning about the inside of a frog in other ways. I don't need personal experience.
It's only a frog, Paola. It isn't like we're going to cut up someone's pet poodle.
Would it be wrong to kill a pet poodle and dissect it in class?
Are you kidding? Of course it'll be wrong.
Why is that any worse than killing the frogs?
It just is.
I'm not sure the frogs would agree.
You think the frogs have rights? Is that it?
The frogs have a right to live.
The frogs aren't living. They're already dead. They don't know they're being dissected.
I'll know. If I go to class today, I'll be saying I think it was okay to kill all those frogs.
Geez, Paola, you make it sound like we're going to line up the frogs and strangle them. I'm not going to kill any frogs. The part's already done.
The frogs are dead, all the same.
This isn't murder, you know. It's a scientific experiment.
There are other ways to learn, better ways.
You sound like you care more about animals than people.
I care about both.
If you get an incomplete in biology, you'll wreck your grade point average. You might not be able to play volleyball next year.
I know.
You're willing to give up volleyball just because of a stupid frog?
No, but I'm willing to give up volleyball in order to stand up for what I believe.
I think you're making a big mistake.
I've thought about this a lot. I've decided that when you think something is wrong and you do it anyway, you have compromised. You're a lesser person from then on.
What about the rest of the volleyball team? Isn't it wrong to let them down? We have a better chance of winning the district tournament next year if you're playing. Come on, Paola. The frogs are worth the sacrifice.
I think it is.
You might be giving up a sports scholarship, a pro career,
Not likely.
$1 million contract.
Don't forget the Sierra commercials.
Okay. So maybe you won't make it as a professional volleyball player.
I don't want to be a professional volleyball player.
Mr. Becker will probably ask me where you are. What do you want me to tell him?
He won't ask. He already knows I'm not coming. I went in yesterday after school and asked if I could do an alternate assignment instead of an incomplete.
He said no.
He said if he let me do the alternate assignment, other kids would want to do one too.
He's right about that. Given a choice, I'd take the alternate assignment. Most people would.
Most people don't want to dissect the frog, and yet everyone's going to do it anyway.
No one wants an incomplete in a major subject. You'll probably have to go to summer school to make it up.
If everyone who takes biology refused to dissect a frog, what do you think would happen?
I don't know. Mr. Macker can't give an incomplete to the entire 10th grade.
If everyone cut class today and refused to participate, maybe next year's classes would not be required to dissect frogs.
And there will be no extracurricular sports at all. They're only frogs. There aren't human beings.
When I was a little kid, my big brother used to tease me by calling me human being. I thought he said human being, B-E-A-N, and I pictured a long, skinny green person. I used to cry and shout I wasn't a being. I was in 3rd grade before I figured out that he was saying human being.
What does that have to do with biology class?
A couple of years ago, a funny thing happened. I decided I don't want to be a human being either.
You want to be a frog?
Instead of a human being, I wanted to be human doing. I don't want to simply be, to wait until something happens and then react to it. That's too passive. I want to take action.
Couldn't you take some action to let you play volleyball next year? You're the best sparkler that school has ever had in a long time.
Thanks.
People will say you're a wimp, that you're staying away because you're squeamish.
I wrote an article for the school paper explaining how I feel. It will be in the next issue.
Do your parents know you're doing this?
Yes, they said it's my decision.
If I got an incomplete, my parents have a fit. I'd be gone for a month.
I'm not asking you to cut class with me.
Then I guess I'll be going. Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm sure. But you're the
the only one. It won't make a difference. Nothing will change. Next year's biology class will still be cutting up dead frogs.
It will make a difference. It will make a few people question whether I'm right or wrong. When they talk about me and about whether I get to play volleyball next year, they'll also think about compassion and cruelty. They'll wonder, maybe for the first time, whether it's right for humans to use other species as laboratory tools.
You know something? I think you're crazy, but I admire your guts for standing up for what you think.
Thanks.
Well, here I go. Mr. Frog is waiting. Before I saw you, I was only worried about getting sick in class. Now I feel kind of sorry for the frog.
And I feel sorry for the human beings who would dissect them.